Hi folks, Todd with Survival Sherpa. Just wanted to kind of give you an update. This is the first day I've been back in the woods for over a week now. Had a case of shingles, so they're running from here all the way around to my spine. But anyway, I was getting so tired of being in the house, I decided we're just going to make it out. They're healing up pretty good. And I'm doing pretty much a natural remedy with it, which I'll tell you about later on another video. But I wanted to get out today, enjoy some fresh air, get in the woods, and the oilcloth canvas bed sheet that I made, which is on my blog. I haven't done a video on it, but I got the idea from William Collins on YouTube. He's got a great channel. So if you want to check him out, he's got like a 4-part series on the bedsheet tarp that he made, which is where I got the idea from. But I wanted to get out today just to enjoy some outdoor time. All right, folks, back I've got my tarp set up, and this is the oilskin bedsheet tarp that I made about a month ago, and I've only used it before for a fly over my hammock, and it worked out very well that way as well, keeping the rain and sleet off. But I wanted to give it a try, just setting it up. Now, as far as durability, I had some people asking me if they thought that it would be as durable as maybe or long-lasting as something like a canvas tarp, oilskin tarp. It's not. It's way too thin. As a matter of fact, before I did this, I had a tie out here at the very tip, and pulling down on it with some tension, it actually ripped. It ripped off of this edge right here. So it's not made to be anything that's going to have a lot of tension on it. But I did manage to get it set up, so I just want to show you a little bit on it. What I did is I cut I actually had a piece of poplar that was in my semi-permanent shelter just down the creek there, and so I cut it, I don't know, maybe 4 feet long, and chamfered the top of the pole, and instead of just going straight on here, I put a bandana over that top as a cushion to this thin material, and just wrapped around and pulled down with a guy line here to a tent peg, and it's holding up pretty well. But overall, I'm pleased with it. I think I'll try this out at some point and do a sleepover in it, just to see how it does. Of course, we'd have it set up somewhere where I could have a fire out front. And now the flaps here, we can close those if there is, keep the breeze out and keep the heat in. So basically all we'd have to do here is tie these up to a stake, this middle stake here, and we've got another tie here that we could tie off. And we basically have a self-contained little tarp tent. So I'm going to walk you around and let you see it. All we did here was we laid it out in a square fashion, not a diamond fashion, and went down about 2 feet, put a tent peg in that one 2 foot, that first off the corner, that first tie out, that's about 2 feet, and the same thing over here came out from this corner of the tarp about 2 feet to that first tie out, and of course put a tent peg there. All the way in the back, I tried it once in the middle right here. In that middle, I put a peg right here in the middle, and I didn't like that configuration, so I went out 2 more feet with my other tie out, put a peg there, did the same thing here with another peg, and I like the way it gave me more room back here for gear, and just more leg room. Could lay in there with hunting gear, backpacking, whatever I plan to do. Now, I've also tied off the top here to give me a little lift, and so all I did there was just tie a piece of bank line onto one of my middle tie outs here, and ran that string up and over a limb, which is above the tarp. And that's it. Let's take you inside. All right, so here we are, and I'm laying down inside this bed sheet tarp that I made. We've got plenty of room in here, head room, leg room, got a little room for my gear here. Plenty of room for one person and the person's gear, as you've got plenty of room here. Now, if you wanted to close off with some kind of rain or something like that, you could also pull those flaps back down and tie those up. But for a DIY tarp, I'm very pleased with it. I've already given it a test in the rain and sleet, and it kept me dry. We've pulled the flaps down on it, and I'm setting up Indian style here in the shelter, and just tied a piece of bank line on here just to tie that off to that pole. And I think that it would be a good option to be able to close this up just tying off with bank line. I'm not real pleased with the gap here. I need to readjust and bring that in a little more from the corner to make it close up completely, but right now I think this will do. All right, folks, just wanted to show you this homemade bed sheet tarp. The way we did that, and of course you can go to my blog and find out the recipe. William Collins on his YouTube channel is where I got the idea from. He made one a lot smaller than this. This is actually a king size tarp or bed sheet, and it's 350 count Egyptian cotton. Very tight weave. I've read where some people have tried it with just regular bed sheets, and the weave is not tight enough and they do leak. So the higher the thread count you can get to build your tarp or to make your tarp out of, the better. You'll have a tighter weave, and that linseed oil and mineral spirit mix. You mix those 50-50, but the recipe and an article that I did is on my blog if you'd like to go and check that out. Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to show you this quick video on the tarp setup. So if you want more information, you can go to my blog, thesurvivalsherpa.com. Appreciate your views. And remember to keep doing the stuff of self-reliance.